when she needs to shelter from reality, she takes a dip in my daydream. My days end best when the sunset gets itself behind that little lady sitting on the passenger side. It's much less picturesque without her catching the light. The horizon tries, but it's just not as kind on the eye. Arabella's got a 70s head, but she's a modern lover, it's an exploration. She's made of outer space, and her lips are like the galaxy's edge, and I kiss the color of a constellation falling into place. My days end best when the sunset gets itself behind that little lady sitting on the passenger side. It's much less picturesque without her catching the light. The horizon tries, but it's just not as kind on the eye. Arabella, Arabella, just not attempting to and so you can be sure that's my energy to bring progress to slip underneath it. I hope I see that I can have one of the cigarettes that you smoke up to it, while the Mexican cold makes you wait, that you wear the bottles make to sip of your soul, and it sounds like just not attempting to your mind and soul. You can be sure.
Hello everyone, I'm Harry, welcome to my channel, and today we're going to do another cover and how to sound like video. This time we're going to try and get the tones on Arabella by the Arctic Monkeys. So before we get started, if you like this cover and sound like video at any point, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little bell notification for me as well. It really does help me out a lot, and that way it won't miss out on any of my future uploads. There's going to be affiliate links down in the description to every piece of gear I used in this video and to record my videos. These do help support the channel out further, so I'd really appreciate if you go and check them out. So Arabella is one of my all-time favourite Arctic Monkeys songs from their AM album, and the reason why I decided to do this is because I was recently sent and demoed the Constellation Germanium Fuzz and Booster from Crazy Tube Circuits, which seeks to capture 4 different vintage fuzz tones, as well as a range master boost and a range master run into a fuzz phase type tone using germanium transistors and being all analog. It's a really cool sounding pedal, and considering they actually used fuzz a lot around this time, more specifically a fuzz phase style fuzz, I thought this would be killer for that. If you want to see my full demo of the Constellation by Crazy Tube Circuits, there'll be a link up in the cards, in the description, and pinned in the comments. So a lot of the tones on this album are overdrive borderlining on fuzz, so it can be quite a mild fuzz tone in parts, but then on these stocks you have quite a spitty fuzz, so I thought the Constellation would be really handy. The other pieces of gear, for Jamie's parts I'm using my 1959 reissue ES235, for Alex's parts I'm using my 1959 reissue Les Paul. The amp I'm running into today is my Tone King Sky King, which is definitely one of my favourite pedal platform amps, and that's pretty much it. There's a little bit of spring reverb coming from the amp, so let's get into the main tones. So we have the intro and verse parts that are like, that's just clean straight into the amp with a little bit of reverb. But then when we get to the pre-chorus and the chorus parts and then the solo and break and everything, that's where I kick on the Constellation fuzz. So we'll look at Jamie's parts first, so his main parts. So again, the clean little is just straight into the amp and then the fuzz kicks on. So I'll pull that track isolated from the intro song now so you can see and hear exactly what's going on. And you'll see the Constellation fuzz on screen when that kicks in with the settings that I used as well. Okay, so there's one other overdub part for Jamie's parts where he plays on the lower octave, and then when we get to the break and the chorus, it's actually a drop D riff that goes like. And then on the outro, there's a little. So for that, again, it's exactly the same setup. Fuzz on the distorted parts, and then clean into the amp on the little. So I'll pull that track isolated from the intro song now so you can see and hear exactly what's going on. Okay, so now for Alex's parts, I'm using this 1959 Reissue Les Paul. Again, we have the Constellation fuzz for the fuzz tones, and Alex doesn't really play anything until those heavy parts kick in, so it's really just the fuzz. Again, a little bit of reverb coming from the amp. But for his parts, we have the main track, and then we have the solo as well. Now, I overdid the solo in because on the original recording, you sustain that note after the other parts come in, so you have to do it that way. And for the solo, it's just the net pickup with the fuzz. So really simple. So I'll pull that track isolated from the intro song now, and you see the settings of the Constellation on screen as well. we have it. That was a cover and how to sound like video for Arabella by the Arctic Monkeys. A great song and some great times on this. And like I say, on this album, there's a lot of overdrive borderlining on fuzz. And I know for a fact they use the Cornell fuzz a lot, which is pretty much a fuzz face, a little bit different. You can get those overdrive borderlining on fuzz tones. But I thought the Constellation really came in handy to give us those vintage fuzz tones and really tweakable for all the different modes that you can use in this. And I thought it got really close. Of course, having the Les Paul for Alex's parts and the 59 reissue ES235 for Jamie's parts come in handy. Again, if you want to see my full demo of the Constellation by Crazy Tube Circuits, there'll be a link up in the cards in the description and pinned in the comments. But let me know down in the comments how close you thought I got to the original song and any future how to sound like videos you'd like to see me do. If you did like this cover and sound like video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the little bell notification for me as well. It really does help me out a lot, and that way you won't miss out on any of my future uploads. Other than that, go onto my channel, check out some of my playlists. I have plenty more lessons, covers, gear demos, how to sound like videos, and anything guitar related. As always, I've been Harry, and thanks for watching.